Struggling to remember what you have studied? Want to learn faster and retain information longer? Hi, I'm Dr. Divya D'Sa. Welcome to ACE Anatomy. In today's video, we are uncovering the best memory techniques to boost your brain power. Whether you're prepping for exams, mastering new skills, or just want a sharper memory, these proven methods will help you learn smarter and not harder. We will explore powerful strategies backed by science and easy to use. So are you ready to unlock your brain's full potential and take your memory to the next level? Well, hit the like, subscribe and join me. Let's transform the way you learn. Let's look at the first technique called the Feynman's technique. It's a powerful learning method developed by physicist Richard Feynman. So this technique helps deepen your understanding and exposes any gaps in your knowledge, making it an effective way to master complex concepts as well as subjects. So let's see how it works. The Feynman's technique involves 4 simple steps. The first step is you will choose a concept or a topic which you want to understand. The second step, you will teach it. So how you will teach it? You will explain the concept in simple terms as if you are teaching it to a child. So why we are saying a child? Because that will force you to break down these complex ideas into easy to understand language. The third step is you will identify the gaps. So you will identify where there is gap in your knowledge. So you will notice where you will struggle to explain or simplify. So these are the areas where your understanding is incomplete. So what do? You go back to the source material and learn more. So you will review the material and next you will simplify. So you will refine the explanation using analogies as well as simple examples until you can teach it clearly and concisely. The next technique is spaced repetition. So it's a powerful learning technique that helps you remember information for the long time. So here you review material at increasing intervals over time. So this method, it takes advantage of the spacing effect. So this will boost the memory retention by reinforcing knowledge when it is about to fade. So what do you do here? You will study, then you will review it after maybe 15 to 20 minutes, then maybe after 6 to 8 hours, maybe the next day, and then long-term review, that is maybe after a day, after 3 days, after a week, or after about 15 days. So how does this work? By consistently revisiting information at strategic intervals, you will strengthen the neural connections and make learning more efficient. So this is especially useful for subjects that require memorization like anatomy. Spaced repetition is backed by the science of how our brain stores and recalls the information. So it's based on the spacing effect, which shows that we remember things better when we review them over increasing intervals rather than cramming all at once. So here's how it works. So when you first learn something, how is the memory? It's very fragile and you easily forget. But if you review the information just before you are likely to forget it, you will strengthen the neural connections and this makes the memory more durable. So each time you revisit the information, what happens? The forgetting curve resets and the interval between the reviews will get longer. So as you can see in this graph, so initially you may, when you study, you may remember about 40%. Then when you repeat it, maybe about 70%, day 6 about 90%. And again when you repeat after 10 days, maybe about 100%. So this method, it leverages the active recall and the forgetting curves to optimize the memory retention. So this will help you to remember the information for the long term with less overall study time. Give it a try and watch your retention skyrocket. The third technique is the Pomodoro technique. It's a simple way to stay focused and get more done. Here's how it works. You will pick a task and set a timer for 25 minutes. During this time, you will work without any distractions. When the timer goes off, you will take a 5-minute break. So this 25-minute work session is called a Pomodoro. So it's an Italian word for tomato. Francisco Cirillo, he created this Pomodoro technique in the late 1980s when he was a university student and used a tomato-shaped kitchen timer to organize his study schedule. So that is why it is called so. So after 4 such 25-minute Pomodoros, you will take a longer break, about 15 to 30 minutes. So this method will help you stay focused, avoid burnout, and get more done in less time. The fourth memory technique, mind mapping, is a visual way to organize information, making it easier to understand and remember. Studies have shown that mind mapping improves comprehension, creativity, and recall by organizing the information in a way that matches how our brains process it. So let's see how it works. It starts with the main idea in the center, then branches out into related topics like a tree. So for learning anatomy, you can put the name of an organ or a system in the center and add branches for its parts, functions, connections, relations to other systems. So this helps you see the big picture and how everything is linked, making these complex anatomy topics easier to learn and recall. So mind mapping works because it mirrors how our brains naturally organize the information. Our brains, you see, don't store the facts in a list. Instead, they create networks of connected ideas. So mind maps, they use this by visually linking the related concepts, helping you to see the big picture and how the details fit together. So this technique, it engages both the left, that is your logical side of the brain, as well as the right, that is the creative side of the brain, boosting understanding and memory. The use of colors, images and keywords makes the information more memorable. Active recall is a powerful study technique where you actively test your memory instead of just rereading the notes. So it works by trying to remember information without looking at the material first. Active recall works by trying to remember the information without looking at the material first. For example, now after studying anatomy, what you can do, you can quiz yourself, maybe on the names of the bones or structures passing through the foramen, branches of the artery or functions. This forces your brain to retrieve the information, strengthening your memory and understanding. So it's one of the most effective ways to learn because it will help you to identify what you really know and what you need to review. The sixth memory technique is interleaving. It's a learning technique where you mix different topics instead of studying one subject for a longer time. For example, when learning anatomy, you can switch between studying the osteology of a particular region, the histology, embryology and gross anatomy of a system in one session. So this keeps your brain active because you're constantly having to recall and apply information in different ways. So it might feel harder at first, but it will actually improve your understanding and help you remember the things better over time. So interleaving works because it forces your brain to constantly switch between different topics, which strengthens your ability to distinguish between them. So this technique will enhance the learning by promoting contextual interference, which makes your brain work harder to retrieve the information. So this extra mental effort leads to a stronger memory retention. It also helps you to see connections between ideas and apply knowledge more flexibly. So studies have shown that while this interleaving feels more challenging than studying one topic, like when you time block a subject or a particular topic, this will lead to better long-term understanding and recall. The seventh memory technique is visualization. So it's a learning technique where you create mental images to understand and remember information better. So it works by turning abstract ideas into vivid, memorable pictures in your mind. For example, now while learning anatomy, you can imagine like how the muscles are attached, how they move, or how the blood flows through the heart, okay, or how the digestive system works. So this makes the complex information easier to understand and recall. So visualization, it activates the brain's visual cortex, making the information more engaging and memorable. It also helps with problem solving by allowing you to see how the different parts fit together. So it's a powerful tool for learning complex subjects. Sleep is crucial for memory and retention because it helps our brain process and store new information. So during sleep, especially in deep and REM stages, our brain organizes and strengthens memories, transferring them from short-term to long-term storage. So this process, we call it as memory consolidation. It will help us remember what we have learned more clearly. The other benefits of sleep include better mood, then it restores our energy, it lowers stress, we have a healthy weight gain, and it also improves creativity in addition to improved memory. Sleep also clears our toxins that build up in the brain during the day, so keeping our minds sharp and focused. Studies have shown that getting enough sleep after learning improves recall and problem solving, making it essential for effective learning and memory retention. So remember not to burn the midnight lamp, especially before the exams. Distractions are the greatest obstacles in any learning process. By controlling our environment and structuring our time, we can significantly reduce the distractions and learn more effectively. So let's see how to do that. You can try some of these strategies to eliminate distractions and improve learning. First is create a dedicated study space. Choose a quiet, organized area just for studying. This will train your brain to focus when you are in that spot. You can turn off the notifications, silence your phone, or use apps that block distracting sites during study sessions. Next, you can use the Pomodoro technique or any focus methods. So here you stay focused for a 25-minute burst with short breaks. So what does this do? It will keep your mind fresh and reduces the urge to check phone or do any distracting activities. Next, limit multitasking. So here you can focus on one task at a time to boost concentration and productivity. Clear your mind. What do you do here? How do you clear? So you write down unrelated thoughts so you can address about them later without disrupting your focus. Then set clear goals. This is very essential. Knowing exactly what you need to accomplish helps you stay on track and resist any distractions. Believing in yourself is the first step to achieving anything great. It shapes your mindset, encouraging a positive attitude and resilience. Remember, every expert was once a beginner. So when you have self-belief, you will start trusting your abilities and judgment, which will give you the courage to pursue your goals even when you are faced with challenges or setbacks. It impacts how you see obstacles. So instead of viewing them as roadblocks, you will see them as opportunities to learn and grow. It fuels persistence and resilience, helping you to bounce back from failures stronger than before. Moreover, believing in yourself, it influences how others see you. You know, confidence is very contagious. It inspires trust and respect, opens doors to new opportunities, reduces self-doubt and negative self-talk. So it allows you to focus on your strengths and potential. So remember, self-belief isn't about thinking you're perfect. Okay, it's just about knowing you're capable of improving and achieving your dreams. So it is the foundation for success and the key to unlocking your full potential. And that's a wrap on the most effective memory techniques to boost your learning. By using these strategies, you can learn more in less time. But remember, the key is consistency. Put these techniques into practice and you will see the difference. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more insights. Have any questions? Drop them in the comments. See you in the next one.